What'll happen in Karnataka? The one show that gets you all the big and small issues from an election that everyone's watching. I'm Aarthi and I'm going to be in conversation with my colleague Sugata. Hi Sugata.
Hi Aarthi.
Let's talk about the Chief Minister's candidature, and there was a lot of speculation whether he would contest from two seats, Chamundeshwari and Badami. Finally, after the list has come out, we know he's contesting from Chamundeshwari. There is a perception that this is a difficult seat. Do you agree? Do you see this as a difficult seat?
Yeah, well, before we come to the to analyze and check if it's really a difficult seat, see, when all this speculation was happening, incidentally, it was to me in my interview, Chief Minister gave me to the state 4 or 5 months ago that he for the first time spelled out his interest in Chamundeshwari, and he made a commitment to the constituents there that he would come back to that constituency, which gave him a political birth and rebirth to contest again. So the announcement of sorts was made about 5 months ago for the first time when he was speaking to me. Later on, a lot of speculation has surrounded the choice of constituency that the Chief Minister would make. One is, of course, Chamundeshwari. They all thought, even people in the BJP thought, that he is trying to sort of, play a fast one by putting all their attention on Chamundeshwari while he will go back and contest Varuna, a constituency that from which he was elected last time and has held for 2 consecutive terms. So then there was also this whole idea that was floated that he should contest from Badami. That is because, that constituency has his caste members in a good majority.
But also because it's from North Karnataka.
It's North Karnataka, and his community, that is the shepherd community or the Kuruba community, is the only community other than, of course, the Dalits who are spread evenly across Karnataka. That's a demographic advantage that the Kurubas have. They're not concentrated like the Okaligas or the Lingayats in different pockets. The Muslims are spread across Karnataka, Dalits are spread across Karnataka, and Kurubas are spread across Karnataka. Every other community in Karnataka seems to exist in
certain
pockets. Right. So that was one of the reasons, and then they also thought that people who speculated, not the Chief Minister, but people who were around him and in the Congress party, they thought Siddaramaiah, by contesting in North Karnataka, would be giving a fillip to the candidature of other Congress people who would be contesting seats in North Karnataka by contesting there, because it would create a kind of energy which would just spread. And also because he had done this big gamble with the Lingayat thing. So they thought that he could encash that, And also, more importantly, a small group around the Chief Minister was trying to also project him as a person who's a person in history. That is in the last 60, 70 years, that the only Chief Minister who has had the ability, a natural advantage to contest from both South and North Karnataka.
Kind of a pan-Karnataka.
And it would give him a kind of pan-Karnataka stature. So that was, a kind of, it was in the works. And I think it was more people around him and some congressmen and all of these, and analysts who were trying to speculate. But he had never himself committed to anything like this. The only thing he had mentioned, as I told you, that he had very clearly stated that I want to go back to Chamundeshwari, a constituency that where I did my political debut in 1983, and a constituency which gave me a rebirth in politics in 2006, where he won against the Janata Dal, which he had from which he had been expelled, and joined the Congress, and by a narrow margin of 257 votes. So if that day, if he had lost, history would have taken a different direction for him personally as well as for the state. So now let's come to the specific question that you asked. If Chamundeshwari is a difficult seat.
For him.
For him.
Yeah.
See, he is one, let's remember, he is very, very familiar with that constituency. Until the delimitation happened in 2008, even his own birthplace and his, area of work in the initial years were all part of that constituency. It is after 2008 that parts of this constituency got added to Varuna, the adjoining constituency, and he shifted to Varuna. But he is very, very familiar with that constituency. The myth that is being propagated is that it's a very strong Janta Parivar seat. But the data, which the psephological data, if you look at that, it does not say so. So you should remember in 1983, when Siddaramaiah won with almost a 43% vote share from that constituency, he belonged to no party. He was an independent.
So he did a lot of his initial work from there.
Yes. So 1983, he won as an independent candidate. Then that was the time around which a non-Congress government was getting established in the state. So there was a kind of wave for a non-Congress thing, but he was not part of the Janata Party. He was not part of the BJP, which seemed to have done well. Ramakrishna Hegde became the chief minister then, if you remember. Ramakrishna Hegde did not have the majority, and then the BJP supported him, the independents supported him, there was Bangarappa's party which supported him, and then he became the chief minister in 83. But in 85, there's another assembly election that takes place in Karnataka. And in that 85 election, Siddaramaiah again wins, and this time he has become a Janata Party member. Right, so first election he wins as an independent, and then he wins as a Janata Party member. In 89, when the election takes place, he loses.
Okay.
He loses to a Congress candidate at that point of time, and he's a Janata Dal member at that point of time. So there is a split again at that point in Karnataka Janata Parivar, and he loses the election in 89. In 99 again he loses as a Janata Dal candidate. That is, he has been the deputy chief minister till 99, and as a sitting deputy chief minister he loses the election in 99. But in between, if I can give you the percentages.
Sure.
See, in 2039, this will give you a perspective, the percentages will give you a perspective. In 2039, that is the sitting MLA who's now contesting against him as a Janata Dal candidate, GT Devegowda, won with a 43% vote share. Right, and the Congress guy, M. Satyanarayana, got 39%. Why I am mentioning the vote shares is Congress seems to have around 35% to 36% vote share in that constituency at any given time. That's the average that I estimate.
So there is a Congress vote there.
There is, like in any other constituency, there is a solid Congress.
It's not quite the Okaliga stronghold of the JDS.
No, demographically, the Okaligas are predominant there. Then you have Dalits. Dalits and Okaligas, I think, dominate that constituency. Then you have Lingayats too. And Kurubas are in a small number. So, as a Janata Dal candidate, it used to be the backward class vote and the Okaliga vote and his own Kuruba vote, which would come together to elect him. That is the commonsensical logic that is being offered. But the constituency, if you look at the data, does not seem to have behaved like that. So, in 2008, interestingly, that is 2006 election, he wins as a Congress candidate, and 2008 he moves to Varuna. But in 2008, M. Satyanarayana, his follower, wins the seat with 37% vote. And in that election, interestingly, for all those who say that it's a Janata Dal stronghold or a citadel, BJP is the number 2 candidate in 2008. Baswegowda is the BJP candidate and he gets around 28% vote. So, and JDS is reduced to the 3rd position in 2008, as recently as 2008. And 2008, that the delimitation has kicked in. And the first election after the delimitation is a victory for the Congress. And G.T. Devegowda in 2013 wins the seat and he is a Janata Dal member. But please also remember that G.T. Devegowda was almost the campaign manager for Siddaramaiah for many years. So he's a very close associate. So it is also possible that Siddaramaiah just allowed him to win. Right?
So
there are quite a few
factors beyond just being a JDS stronghold.
Yeah, so there are obviously, because it's the chief ministerial candidate who's contesting, sitting chief minister, and also the prospective chief minister who's contesting from that seat. The media as well as political parties are trying to throw a lot of impediments, trying to create a myth around the whole thing, saying that no, this constituency is a Janata Dal thing, it's a very difficult thing, he can't move out, and all that. Well, there may be reasons as to, other reasons as to why he has to worry a bit. One is, the Dalits who dominate, who are one of the dominant communities in that constituencies, may come under the influence of a person called Srinivas Prasad, who was formerly a Union Cabinet Minister and then has been a long associate of Siddaramaiah, but was dropped from the cabinet a couple of years ago, and he quit the Congress, he joined the BJP, contested the Nanjangud seat and lost. So he may try to sort of divide the Dalit vote. That is one of the fears. Then Lingayats, who are number 3 demographically in that constituency, one does not know how they will behave, because they follow the Suttur Mutt, which is a very powerful Mutt, and the Suttur Mutt has not spoken.
Has not come out.
Yes, has not spoken as yet on the Lingayat issue.
But it does usually. Before the elections, there is some kind of...
No, I mean in the sense, here, this is a historical situation where some of the prominent Mutts have made known what their position is on the Lingayat religion issue. But the Suttur Mutt, being very powerful in the region, has not actually indicated where it stands. So a lot of people are speculating that the Lingayat vote may get split. So the Dalit vote getting split, the Lingayat vote getting split, and the Okaligas solidly with the Janata Dal, supposedly solidly with the Janata Dal, and if they vote en masse for G.T. Devegowda, then they say there is trouble for Siddaramaiah. So this is the speculation that is going around. But data does not support that kind of a one-sided voting process in the Chamundeshwari constituency.
I think it's because now the seat becomes so prestigious.
Yeah.
And like we saw in Gujarat, where, after a point the Prime Minister's campaign was about his own personal pride and the people of Gujarat needing to deliver the state to him. I guess Chamundeshwari now becomes something like that for the Chief
Absolutely,
Minister.
yeah, because also the other thing that has happened, which has worked in his favor, is if he had been given a ticket from Badami as well, as it was being speculated, then people in Chamundeshwari would have thought that he's unsure of our support, so he's hedging his bets. Yeah. So now the Chief Minister can go there and make an emotional plea and say that, see, I have just discarded the idea of contesting from everywhere else.
My fate is in your hands.
My fate is in your hands. I am going to be the Chief Minister, you know that. I have been the Chief Minister for the last 5 years. You made me an MLA for the very first time, and therefore I am the Chief Minister today. My career would have ended at least 12 years ago had you not re-elected me into the Assembly, and you did that, and you did that with a very thin majority. But then nevertheless, now if you I've come back to you, so why don't you consider me? And I had a safe seat next door. I had Varuna, but I've still come to you because he has been claiming that this is his last electoral battle.
So there's a lot of symbolism.
There is a lot of symbolism, there is a lot of emotion attached to it, and he's the sitting Chief Minister. And also remember, he's a bit of a charmer. He can work his words, he can work his body language in such a way that things may... people of all communities have to come together to vote him. So that is his I think his strategy will be his strategy.
So I think the Chief Minister will be kept on his toes, and so will all the reporters covering this election. It will be his constituency.
But invariably he'll have to go across Karnataka and campaign, because he is the most important person as far as campaign is concerned. Only after him would others come in, including, I think, Rahul Gandhi in the context of Karnataka.
Right.
Because there is a great disadvantage of language. So somebody has to communicate very clearly.
Yeah.
And the ticket distribution as it has happened, I don't think has gone horribly wrong or anything like that. It's a decent balance that you see. Nobody seems to have got an upper hand, but the CM seems to have had his way on a lot of things. So they have balanced it, and it seems to be a good exercise.
Right, Sugata. So it was great really understanding what the Chamundeshwari contest will be all about from you.
Right, thank you.
And hopefully we'll get to see some of the action from the ground at some point.
Yes. We should go there and watch it.
Yeah.
By the way, CM has already done 5 full days of campaigning, even before the ticket was announced. And today he has again gone there as a candidate, as an official candidate of the Congress party. So I think he's taking pretty important care of the whole thing.
Right. Thanks so much. It was great chatting with you, and we'll catch up soon again.
Yes.
And we'll get you all the action from the Karnataka election as it unfolds. Thank you so much.